if you were really looking forward to the Batgirl movie, got some bad news for you. Shit. I did not see this coming. Like, Warner Brothers have just basically shit canned Batgirl, dumped it, fucked it off, got rid, dropped it like a bad habit. It is not coming out at all. You will not see this thing. Oh, who saw this coming? Zaslav. If that, I think that's how you pronounce your last name. You are brutal. Oh man, like when I heard this news, the first thing I did think of was I felt so sorry for everyone that worked on that movie. That's such a good chunk of your life, like dedicating yourself to a project, putting your heart and soul into it, trying to do the best you can with it, for it just to get binned off and just put down as a. What have Warner Brothers said they put it down as? Is it like it's just like a tax-free thing or something? Oh, wow, wow. But apparently, and I don't know, and you've got to take it with a pinch of salt, but there's a lot of reports that have actually come out with this. Apparently, the film was terrible. It must have been really, really, really bad for them just to drop this. Because it must have been about 90 to 95% done. I mean, to just throw away 70 to 90 million of what the budget was for Batgirl, it's just. God, it must have been awful. Awful. I mean, and this is from a studio that released Catwoman. Right? But, like, if you guys didn't know, there's been a whole new ownership has took over at Warner Brothers now. So, yeah, he's making his presence felt here. And, do you know, I feel sorry. The person I feel sorry for the most has got to be Leslie Grace, who was cast as Batgirl. I feel for her so much. You know, it must be horrible. And Brendan Fraser was making a comeback as Firefly, and oh, just yeah. And like Michael Keaton was back as Batman. Do you know? I fear for this now with Michael Keaton's return. Like, what are they gonna do with the Flash? I mean, if if he's ready to shit can Batgirl, what is going to happen with the Flash movie? I know the Flash is hitting up towards like over 200 million budget or something, and it could even be over. I don't know, but I can't see them not releasing Flash. But I watched the video. I think it's the Joe Blow one on YouTube. It's like what the fuck happened to series, and this one was like what the fuck happened to oh, who's the friggin' psychopath that plays Flash? God, do you know what? I've completely forgotten his name. But yeah, I never realised like half the shit with what's happening with him at the moment. Like I didn't know. I knew like little bits that he was arrested in Hawaii and he threatens and stuff like that. But like all like the most recent stuff that's been happening with him, I didn't have a clue. So I'm like, what do you do with your Warner Brothers? I mean, God, it's a hard one. Because apparently the early word on the Flash movie is that it's actually really good. Apparently. But yeah, that news about Batgirl definitely sent shockwaves around Hollywood anyway. Surprised me. I really did. So I was only talking about it the other day in one of my videos, wasn't I, guys? Thinking, well, this isn't going to come out this year. It's going to be coming out after Flash just because of like the timeline of having Michael Keaton in it. But for it not to come out at all, oh, God, it must have. I want to see it now. Like I weren't really that asked beforehand, but now I am really curious. I really want to watch this movie. Like, oh, anyway, guys, what do you think of this news? You've got to have some thoughts on this. I mean, leave them in the comments below. It is always a pleasure hearing from you guys. I would be so intrigued to see how you feel about this. Yeah. And as always, guys, please take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you again real soon. Take care, guys. Goodbye now.